So with a, well, I won't spoil it, but a trip to Dortmund in the last video, we are on to today in our last first round game of the Champions League fixtures, along with Manchester United in second place. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Grimsby Town to Glory, Season 9, Episode 5 of the last season, of course, as today, like I said, we've got two very difficult fixtures as Harper's up for Player of the Month. Love that in September, and Spurs beat rivals 4-2. I don't care about that though, because the Premier League is what matters the most. Excuse me. As yes, we play Manchester United first in the league, but before that I think we play Porto, or maybe after that. Maybe I've got the order wrong, with Manchester City in third, and Watford we play today also, who were in fourth. A bit of a shock, and then Nottingham Forest, which we'll see when we get there, because I'm not really bothered too much about them, as there you go, confirmation, won't zoom in on every team. Already watched through the games, as we really do want to do well in this Champions League. We ended with that in-game game against Dortmund, then we simulated another one, and now we're back onto it. So we simulated Leicester, I think, to get us top of the league, so that's glorious. If you haven't seen the video, it's probably spoiled already by now, but you should go ahead and watch the last one, as today, straight into Porto, and this should be at home. As I was saying about Rodon, has experience now winning the Premier League, as most of the players in this team have done, with Hendo in net, Tanganga, Mark Gehi, Rodon and Doig in the defence, with Dowell, Winks, Ventador and Cantwell, of course, suffered a big blowing injury for 2 months to Jude Bellingham last episode, with Maddison in front. He's picked it up a little bit in recent times, and Harper, of course, fully the way up front. If he doesn't score in this game, he's getting disowned. He's got 14 already, and this is the biggest game, Manchester United at Blundell Park. And here's the team we're going to face. Second place, it's early doors though, so I'm not taking it as seriously as I usually would. Lafont was in net, Wan-Bissaka, Salisu, Upamecano and Firpo fit it all in with Arthur and Zakaria, Greenwood, Odegaard and Rashford in front of him, with Richarlison up front. Okay, I think they've got themselves a really decent striker there. Evanilson never really did it for me, and for them, of course, because he never really did well against us. So I was saying before this, before the drop points from the top of the league, I can't see them staying, and of course I was right, but with the team I've just seen, I think if they do go top again, I'm actually a bit more worried, because they have got a good lineup now. Harry Winks on the ball early on though, round the corner into Kieran Dowell, who needs to try and cut inside, almost does from Odegaard, but just can't. If we're going to get a win, we've got to do it in this game. Like I said, early doors, but this would be a huge 3 points. We've scored more goals than any other side as Doig tackles Greenwood 90 rated really easily. Love that from the Scotsman. As Maddison right here gives it to Todd Cantwell. It's actually Doig's first time against the big club, apart from City and Everton, who we played in the Cups, as that's going back in the middle to Maddison. Gets the run around. Ventador gives it to Cantwell, who did start this move, into Harper. Harper now around the corner into Dowell. Good touch, and Kieran Dowell releases, but blocked by Diot. If we win this, we're 5 points at the top of the league, as Odegaard as well gives it to the side into Arthur, I think that is. They've got themselves a good centre mid right there. He's playing at CDM though, as Doig. Good interception onto Greenwood though. Odegaard turns out into Marcus Rashford. Back to Odegaard over the top behind Doig, and what a save from Hendo. Come on. Of course, an ex-Manchester United keeper as well, as he returns to Blundell Park after his stint into his season now, as Rashford's shot's blocked, but Richarlison gets the rebound, and he's not saving that one, as the new Evertonian striker scores. And of course does the chicken dance. Bit disappointing that one, but of course it's gone in, and it's a really good move from the players there. Rashford couldn't get the shot off, and Richarlison just drills it into the side netting. Shame really. We have done okay, but then again, you can't let them have a shot. And I'd say out of the top clubs, Man United's one with struggled against, but got good results against as well, so it's disappointing in that factor as well. But then again, the team they have is really good, as Winks is going to try and give it out to Dowell. Can we try and instantly get back into this? Kieran Dowell in the middle to Maddison, gets away from his man, now into Harry Winks, across to Harper, around the corner to Todd Cantwell, now high rated and really flooding into the box a lot more. He's going to keep the ball right here, keep it off the defenders, off Rashford as well, into Tanganga, into Ventador, turns, shoots straight Lafont, as that definitely wasn't the best shot. Richarlison on the ball again, as Zakaria, he's running through. He's got a man supporting him in as well in Odegaard. Out to Greenwood, who's offside. And it's a good job as well, because that would have been them through again. Josh Doig just gently jogging it. Then we'll get the run of Dowell, who should have gone faster, to be fair. but does have the ball. Harper through that gap as well as Harry Winks puts it through. Harper needs to cut away from Diot. Gets away from him, to be fair. Can we get a man running across? We do, but the pass was too slow. And we can't punish them right there. Harper's going to take the corner, is he? I've got Matt Gay at the front post. Let's try and score with him as it's going towards the back. He's gone down in the box. And nothing given. And that's the half-time whistle right there as Wan-Bissaka got the ball past to him. It is 1-0 Manchester United. I tell you what, it's not the worst result against a really good lineup. But then again, just United as a club, I don't care what the team they have, they are below us now. Even though they are above us in the league by 1 point, if it stands like this, they're below us at the time this game started. So let's try and show why there was. However, they are going to start with a free kick here as Rashford jumps, or the wall did jump, and that was going towards Richarlison again. Dino on the ball, and he gets his roll out right as we're going to try, of course, play it out from the back. Tanganga, I see Harper through that gap, he tries to fit it through, and it's only hit Junior. I don't know if that's Junior Tavares or something, as Odegaard with the ball in the middle. I'm surprised he's at United as well, not Arsenal, as we've got a good tackle in there. No, that's not a free kick. That's been stupidly given, though, as Rashford, again, with a chipped-in ball, headed away from Billy Gilmore at Manchester United. I mean, he must have been expensive. He was really high rated at Chelsea when we played them in the first season back in the Prem. As Cantwell here is going to take it nice and slow, give it out to Tanganga, who we know can cross after the game in Dortmund, as it's a good one, looking for Winks again. Or not even Winks, but Maddison, as Dal picks it up, gives it to Winks. This is him, and it's saved. And Nuno Tavares looks like he's gone in the midfield now, as United still lead by 1-0. He's made a good run off the ball, has the right back into Odegaard, and a great save, Dino. Doig can't stop the corner, though, as that was a good move for United. And I've kind of got to think about the Champions League group as well. I know I do want to stay top of the league, but of course, Maddison's going to come off. His stamina isn't really the greatest, as let's get a quick counter-attack here. Dowell, Nemec's still decent. Had the rivalry with Man United, of course, at Man City. Has got a bit of a gap here. Over to Harper and Upamecano. Cuzell, let us play on, ref. He passed it back to Harper. Let us play on, as we're going to take the free kick anyway. We've got no choice. Into Matt Gahey. Onto Vencedor around the corner. It falls to Dowell. Now it's onto Todd Cantwell. Put one across the box. No one's running onto it. And Matt Gahey battling forward. The centre-back, literally. I'm going to go attacking a little bit now as Harper. Has he got support? He has. Kieran Dowell, get in the box. Nemecha never wins stuff in the box, as Dowell can't even get past his man. It's fallen to Doig, though. Into Harry Winks. Flick that on. Now into Nemecha, and that was set up perfect to go through to Harper, but it doesn't. Dennis Zakaria, can we avoid the first defeat of the season? Harry Winks putting the pressure on. I don't know what he was doing there, the CDM. Put that in the middle. Nemecha with a chance, and he's missed. And he's headed away from Wan-Bissaka. That is a big miss. Still on the ball, though, so I'm not too upset. But Winks has lost it. And Nemecha might have cost us the game and even the league if this season is as tight as it is right now. What a miss that was from Harry, as can we try and get this ball really quick? I don't want to get beat as Tavares is through, though, on one-on-one with Dino. And it's wrapped up. Nemecha with the chance to win it, but Man United do it at the death through their right back. Typical. And newsflash for any media source out there, it will not be an unbeaten season from Grimsby Town in the final win, which is a shame because we went quite a while unbeaten, I think 10 games, but Manchester United in second place do look like the real deal this season and have got us on a counter-attack. United 2, Grimsby 0. Definitely a day to forget for the Mariners, as there's the final whistle. It should have been 1-1 though. Felix Nemecha, I put you on. I put you on for James Maddison, having faith in you, and you didn't repay it. And I'm sorry to call him it, but bottle job. It was heartbreaking, that. I can't believe he's missed it, as Chalobah's saying something about playing in a regular position because he wants to play regularly. Okay, you might do in cup games, and maybe in the league more, because our invincible run's over, so I mean, I don't want to lose games, but I can focus less on it. And of course, if we go through in the Champions League, I think I'll have to play more players in this competition and rest them in the league instead. As look, as team's dead already on its feet, as it is going to be the same lineup unless someone's back, which it's only Bellingham out now. And actually, Brooks is fit for the bench, so we'll stick him on there. I mean, he's definitely dropped out of the first team altogether now, although I might be able to do this. Vencedor for Dowell, who does get a +2 there. And yes, Brooks is a little bit tired, but do I actually play him ahead of Vencedor? I think I'm just gonna, just for a little spruce up, and of course save Vencedor for the league as well, because he's just played a full 90 minutes, and a good one despite the 2-0 defeat, as we'll go with that team. Into Porto, at home again. And it isn't our final group stage, we've got to play all the teams again, but at least we'll have seen all the teams after we play Porto right here. I'm excited, as I don't have a clue what to expect. It's Angel Fortunio in goal. Never heard of him. Of course, Sporting Lisbon, their rivals, were the team to knock us out of the Europa League, with Dagba, Mina, Aswayem and Santua, Arce, Berg, Stenson and Mario, with Kamada and Santos da Silva. I think that's only Yerry Mina I recognise in there, but I think some of them are player faces, so they must be alright. It's just my lack of knowledge. And of course, understanding of other leagues. Always stick to the Prem a little bit, maybe too much. As a spoiler alert here, because a couple of you guys asked in the last video, so if you are watching at this moment, you're getting a free spoiler. The next team is in the Premier League. I mean, I did put a poll out as well, so it's not much of a spoiler, as well as a fact, as Tanganga with an unconventional clearance, and it's bounced back to us. And Kamada here with the ball, spotting, or not spotting, I'm going to call him that all the time, because I'm thinking of the dreadful memories, of course, at Blundell Park last season when they levelled it up to go through, as Brooks with the pass out wide as well. Where's his men in the box? I mean, Harper is tired, but I expect him to still do a bit of running, as Brooks might have to go alone. He does go a bit slower, then a bit faster as he puts the ball into Maddison. Can he win the header down as well? No, he can't. To Berg. I actually do think he's a little bit of a decent player as well. We can't have the same happen that happened last time. We can't have another Portuguese team dropping us out of the group stage. We've got to pick up points, because these are on 3 points as well. Everyone in this group is very close, apart from Salzburg, who's been let down a little bit as Dowell running through, cuts inside, off the bar and in! What a goal from Kieran Dowell to get the first of the episode, and it's Captain Kieran, of course. He started scoring a lot more lately when he's had the armband off him. What a hit to start us off at Blundell Park. No level pegging game here. We finish where we left up in Dortmund. Look at this. Cuts inside perfectly, and I thought it was going to go near post, but not really. Straight at him, but just above him to clip the bar and go in. Absolutely love it from him, as Santos da Silva tackled right there. Straight to Maddison as well. It was a very lucky bounce. Can we try and make it 2? It's a good ball in behind. Harper has the pace for that one. A heavy touch, but he's still going to score. And that is it. 2-0 within half an hour. It's like Dortmund again. We score early on. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy with it. I love an early goal, as it's a beautiful threaded through ball straight into Williams' feet, as he puts it through the feet, actually, through the legs, in fact, of, who was it in net? Fortunadio or something? I can't remember. I don't think anyone else will, because he's conceded too early on. And our pressure on from Brooks. I love that. Even though he should be unfit when he comes back, it seems to me like he's come back with his full energy and full force to throw at this team, as Berg gets a good pass off though. We've took him out. Even though no foul's been given us, it's a good ball across the box. Dino comes a long way and does make the stop. So they aren't going to give up without a fight at Porto. The surprise package really of this year's Champions League, knocking Juventus out, as that's a good ball as well in the box. And Yerry Mina, the heading king, heads it over. Love to see him miss, as Rodon, it looks like they're putting a bit of a further forward line out, and that might be risky, because one ball and we've cut them open, with Kieran Dowell already on a goal. Defeats the centre-back for pace into Harper, and he ain't missing that. When you put your line up against us, just be sure you leave at least 2 or 3 men back for William Harper, because he can beat them by himself. Got to take extra precautions, as it's a glorious chip into him, just straight past that defender who stood no chance with the just big leg, hoping to try and get something on it, but doesn't. It's 3-0. Incredible response. Incredible since the last game, as Maddison does have this ball right here. William Harper, who runs out of his way into the box. Could it be 4 before half-time? This would be really good for his goal difference, as it is over the top of him, though. Straight to Dagba, the right back, and he's going to blast it up looking for the wing, and it's a good ball. Josh Doig, let's make sure it's not 3-1, because it was about to be 4-0 a minute ago, as he puts the ball forward. We've tangled his legs a bit there. Rodon, no diving in, as Kamada steps inside. He gets the ball. He's going to whack it, and it should, and is, half-time. 3-0 at half-time, and a glorious scoreline, and just a glorious performance to go with it. There's nothing wrong with this. Just need to keep it up. More goals definitely won't go amiss, as Cantwell, with a chip straight up to him, just can't get on the end of that, as Steph has signed, or something, gives it to Dagba. Dagba in the middle now to Berg, out wide to Billy Arse, that name is? What a name, Billy Arse, as Santos da Silva gives it back into Berg. They're actually starting off well, Porto, as it's a ball back to him, but Dino had it. Wasn't actually sure for a second, as Berg puts another ball through to this striker. They're actually playing a lot better. Looks like they have woken up, as Berg's left free in the middle, and was always going to score that. Where is Tanganga? Why hasn't he come across? Porto do have a goal back, and like Borussia Dortmund, we don't start the second half off as brightly as we finish the first. It's just a finesse straight in there, get snapped afterwards, but he won't mind that because he's got his team a goal. And Setherson gives it back into Yeremina, chipped the defender right there into Aguzim, and we almost had it with Maddison. Also, I think I have took Harper off. I think I did it in a quick sub because I know he's great. And I know they have scored last to put the pressure on, but I do need to keep him fit for Watford because they're up there in the league. As it's good passing here from Porto. If they get another one, the pressure is extremely on our hands. As Santos da Silva shoved out of the way from Rodon though, and hopefully can flip forward. But no, the high line's working. Of course it will when Harper's gone. As it's a ball through the middle and a good hit. As they tried to beat Correda, but just couldn't do it. As I'm going to take Tanganga off as well. Need the fitness right. And hopefully the rest of them can do that. As Cantwell, brilliant outside of the foot chip through ball straight to Balogun. Can we try and do something here? Balogun cuts back inside. He's kept the ball off that defender who should have got it. And we've just... I swear that's a carbon copy of one of their shots. Second half definitely hasn't been as good as the first, but I won't mind it. We should be getting the win and the points. And more important than the goal difference overall. I'd rather just take the points as that's a good ball into Balogun though, and could we? Balogun, mate, come on. And Correda gives it into Billy Arse, the good name, and it's a 1-2, you know. They've got a chance here on the edge, hit! And Rodon is going to bless them with a corner. I mean, still, this second half, I know there's only 4 minutes on the clock, but I'm not convinced we've got this wrapped up, you know. It hasn't been good at all. It's a corner technique again. It's worked for Salzburg against us. We have got to read corners better. As Porto do have another goal, and it's going to be 3-2 at the end of this game with 3 minutes left. It's to the edge of the box. Really good flick football, but we had no one marking them. Why can't we defend set pieces? The amount of free kicks, the amount of corners, the amount of throw-ins, really, that goals have come from. It's just embarrassing for us as they've nicked the ball straight away. They could actually level this up, and away at Blundell Park, they'll have the better head-to-head record, so you've got to make sure it doesn't happen. Definitely been a good second half for Porto, although can we wrap it up here? Alberto's through, it's a lucky pass, he's on for Maddison, and he's got a goal. That should be good for the goal difference. No comeback now, and it's a guaranteed 3 points in this group. And in fact, the same scoreline as the Dortmund game now, another 4-2. I tell you what, the Champions League is not dull when we are about. Glorious goal from Luis Alberto, the old man. Post and in. Grimsby Town, 4 up. Love it, love it. At least they're not coming back as Correda, the goal scorer, back to Mina. And there we have it. The fans cheering very loudly because I don't think we're through. But it might have actually helped us course a lot. We'll be on 7 points now. I'll have to check the group. As before we do that, 5 days, Tanganga. It's like a ritual. It's like a written rule, a ritual, or whatever you call it, for a player to be injured like that. As the Premier League, I'm not going to pay attention to where we are, really. It was actually 8 games unbeaten. Where did I get 10 from? It's Man United now a point above us, but the Champions League is what I want to look at. Did Salzburg do us a favour with Dortmund? Did they? No, they didn't. They got beat 5-1. I don't know why I thought then, but they must have drawn with someone before. We were on 7 points, and Porto were on 4, so that was, in fact, an incredible win right there. And I think it will be hard for us to lose in the group stages and go third into the Europa League. So we're not out of continental football. That is guaranteed. Salzburg cannot finish above us. But still, to drop the Champions League now will be a bit weird. So we've got to make sure that doesn't happen, as it's Nottingham Forest. No back-to-back defeats in the Premier League. If it's a draw, I will be very upset, but it can't be a defeat. These are usually always bottom that go down, they come back up and they go down. And yes, 19th, what a surprise, as we're going to play the same team apart from the injury to Tanganga, of course, at right back. So he's going to come out for, let's just stick Powell right in there. And on the bench, we'll go with Galloway. Maybe he could have actually played, but I'll give Powell it because I do want to keep form up a little bit. So yeah, usually would rotate the team, but we don't have another Champions League game for a while, so I will go with this. Slightly tired, but I'll play Watford and get the boys up to scratch then, as we've got a week's rest, and it's a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest. Harper with our goal, and I don't care who scored theirs. What a bottle. We've actually dropped points now to 19th place side. Oh dear, as Manchester United are now not 10 points, 10 games in, 3 points above us when we could have gone 5 above them. That is disappointing. Liverpool even above us now on goal difference. So Watford although in 5th and having a good season, we now have to beat. And I think it's going to be back up to full strength after that one. I mean, Powell, you've been in one game and you've conceded in the defence. I mean, it's probably not just his fault, but I am going to switch him out. And same with Galloway, as it's going to go back to this team. Still got Brooks on the wing ahead of Vencedor, who's on the bench, which I feel sorry for Unite. He's played really good, but he has dropped off since his starting games. And Brooks on form is someone I really want in the team, as Watford at Blundell Park again, hoping for another 3 points. And let's have a look at this Watford team, shall we? It's going to be Wilkia, Frenyes in goal, Seelig, Panzo, Kaletakar and Sunderman at the back, Malejo, Gallagher, Raskin and Larson, with Joelinton and Daka up front. So they have got Daka, who should be at Salzburg and thrashing us with those in the Champions League. But no, he's at Watford doing wonders in the Prem though. They've lost Harper, of course, to us. So Watford, I've got to congratulate you in my career mode. You've done really well. Still though, hopefully not well enough, as we are going to really throw the kitchen sink at them. Harry Winks with a couple of little dribble things right there, but he's still got the ball as it's gone to Maddison right here, out wide to Brooks. It's a great ball. Harper at the back post. It looks like a decent one as well. It's in past Frenyes. 5 minutes in and we lead against Watford, and that is class. A response again after Nottingham Forest. Drilled the ball down hard and low, and Brooks has another assist after his injury, and he's kicking on this season. What a ball. What a goal, and it's Ollie Ball here to tell you it's another goal for Grimsby. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask, as Daka now plays the ball back to Kaletakar. Hopefully they're shook up. As I can remember last time out at Vicarage, it was 5-0. Can it be replicated? I can't say that. It might actually be, as Harper has the ball again coming forward. Maddison on a run, and he's got the pace. He's got a good touch. The right back's come across though, and Seelig's put him off, but it's been given as a free kick, and I definitely didn't think that was a free kick. He did well to get back and win the ball, as here he is. William Harper, power on it. Wall, just don't jump, just don't jump. And this man is finally the answer to our prayers in terms of free kicks. If only I could speak right. In celebrating his second goal of the game and free kickers. Look at this. I thought the keeper had saved that all day long. It was lower down than the top corner, but no. Beating him once more as Frenyes having a shocker, Watford having a shocker, and their good season won't carry on as good as it was before. And Raskin now with the ball down the line to Larson. I think Watford are going to try and wake up a little bit as Larson still has the ball. A good youth player in his day, of course, with 10 seasons in now, so he's probably not a youth player anymore. Same with Brooks, as that's going to be a goal kick and we'll play out from the back. Mark Gehi with the ball straight through as well to Kieran Dowell. Cut him open again into William Harper now, who needs to try and get this back in the middle somehow. And we've got a run on here. Dowell, of course, playing in CDM now. And what a goal. It's 3-0 within 19 minutes, and this could be a huge scoreline, you know. Kieran Dowell joining in on the fun, as he tells the fans to calm down, probably because the amount of goals we scored, and we do need to calm down. But what a goal. I thought it hit a post and went in, but no, just that high up in the upper echelons. Could be a thrashing, and Watford straight back into their place as Joelinton to Daka though, and they dived at that, did Conor Gallagher, but didn't get it because luckily it just didn't bounce for him, I think, as they've still got the ball though, fighting for another goal back. They're not going to lay down. Gallagher into Brun Larson, blocked. Gallagher again into Larson, and how's that gone in? How the hell has that gone in? How is it not Mark Gehi clearing it? Brun Larson with the goal after I praised him earlier on, and it's turned into an absolute Premier League classic here. 3-1 within half an hour. A lot of goals as Daka now, we've slid in close to him, but the ball's still gone back into Kaletakar, now into Barrow, round to Daka. They're going to play on now, and Joelinton looks to try and get it through. Watford just randomly turning it on after 3-0 down, as Dowell does have the ball though, and can we try and get another goal? It would be good. We dominated on possession in the recent times, as Harper with a good cut away, he can shoot across net. And he slammed the post. I think if we do get a fourth, which sounds stupid to say, I think if we get a fourth, it must be game done and dusted. Because I don't trust 3-1. Watford having a lot of possession, but we're having a lot of chances with counter-attacks. As Harper's running on here, can he cut inside of Kaletakar? He does. Can he finish? No, it's blocked. As yeah, This fourth goal I don't think is going to come, as it's headed down to Harry Winks though. A good flick onto Kieran Dowell. He's got a bit of space, but the defenders have just speeded up in the last couple of minutes as Maddison from range and almost a wonder goal. And that fourth goal hasn't happened before the half is over, because it's going to be 3-1, and I honestly seem disappointed. I don't. I just know we've slipped off incredibly in the last 25 minutes, and it was 3-2 in the last game. Porto won the second half 2-0. Watford could do the same and draw this game. We have to try and be careful as Mallejo gives it into Gallagher, into Joe Linton. Good block, Mark Gehi to pass it out here to Harry Winks as well. As he's going to run, is the ex-Tottenham player. He's just going to run. He's just going to run. Harper, is he onside? He should be, and definitely is, as he's really good at that, getting in between defenders. Can we make it 4? It's drilled in the bottom corner, and I'm going to run away from the Watford fans. I don't want to rub it in the face because, of course, he's an ex-player, but he's definitely going to celebrate his hat-trick. William Harper, I think, might become a legend here at Town. I just think, because he's got over 17 goals now in the Premier League, and we're not even 13 games in, I'll say that, as that's his number on the back of the shirt, which will be remembered in Town history. And Barrow here, they're still going to try and come forward. Read that. Yes, there we go, Mark Gehi. Only as far as Barrow, though. And Joe Linton, who we are just standing up very well. Into Barrow again, backwards. Into Sunderman. Can we try and get a tackle here? No, we can't, as it's a good ball in Tanganga away. And Rodon to pass it up the field, looking for no one. Kaleta Carr with a pass through the middle to Musa Barrow. Tried to slide in to block the option. I think I did it well as Caladra has the ball in defence. We just need to put the pressure on these men in the middle. Don't let it get them forward to the likes of Daka, because he sent Mark Gehi and it's going to be another. Yes, it is. When they put him in the side netting like that, I never save him. Daka with another for Watford. I'm not going to watch it, as of course I don't want them to come back, as I've got 15 minutes to do something. Dowell straight through the middle as well into Nemecha. Can we try and do something here? Harper, you never know. It's William Harper through on goal. We've got Nemecha with us, but Harper's going to go alone. Hit for Inyas. Can we win the header? No, we can't. It's like Nemecha's chance against Man United to level it up, which has not happened, as it's still 4-2, and that's a good ball through. It might be onside, you know. In a foot race with Dino, rolls in Yarmachuk to make it 4-3. What a game. They looked down and out. It was 4-1, and now they've got 2 goals back. I told you teams can score 2 in the second half, so it's a good job we scored Harper's hat-trick, because then it would have been 3-3 by now. Still, of course, can be 4-4, so we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. That would be disappointing, of course, letting Man United go further up the league. We just need to get this. It's hit us goal difference a little bit, but I don't care about that, of course, as Winks back it with it in the middle into Harper. Harper, I might as well just shoot with it. It's hit him in the face, Kaleta Carr, as we've just got to keep hold of this ball for 4 minutes as well. Make sure we don't lose it, as Doig just whip a good ball in, and it's to no one. Hopefully there isn't much time left, though, as Gallagher gives it into Yarmachuk. They've got 2 minutes added on, as they've got the ball as well. Barrow into Daka and take him out. I mean, it's a yellow card for definite, but we've got to take him out as Yarmachuk's through. If Gallagher can find him, and Mallejo was as well, as Daka finds Yarmachuk. Watford still on the counter-attack into Brun Larsen, who's offside. I thought we were going to point for a penalty then, but he's running to Gehi to give him the yellow card. He definitely warrants. He's going to pass it to Tanganga, blast it up the field, and it won't even reach Harper. Game done and dusted, and what a hard fought that one was. 4-3 at Blundell Park against the Hornets. And Man United win 1-0 away at Everton, which is a shame, of course, them getting points, but I'll take that. I'll definitely take it, as we are onto the Champions League next. Oh dear, I didn't know the second leg's come around that quick, but I won't be playing this one. And I won't be simulating as well, because I'm going to leave it for next episode. Tell me down below, actually, if you want me to play it or sim it. I actually don't know what to do, but that, of course, will be in 2 days' time, as we have a rebuild tomorrow. And unfortunately, guys, it is the end of the episode right here. Thank you, guys, for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, as the support has been phenomenal on the channel recently. Almost at 2K. Just almost that. I can taste it before July. I think I could taste it. So if we could get to that, I would thank you so much. And yes, take care. In a bit. That has been it for today's episode, and I will see you all in a while. Peace.